I have been doing a ton of planting the past couple days, and I'm so excited that I finally am getting to these guys. So these are the herb rockets I got at Dollar Tree. This one is parsley. I'm going to go ahead and get started with this one, and I thought I'd bring you guys along. Okay, so the instructions say to go ahead and put it into loosened soil and then cover it, water it, keep it moist. One thing I will say, probably because it came from the Dollar Tree, the picture on here almost looks like a little piece of floral foam, if you're familiar with that. What's in this bag is not like that, so I'm not sure. It almost looks like you could unroll it like this and plant it. It looks like there's a ton of seeds in it. I'm not sure what to do with this. So I'm gonna just cut off a piece, I think, that fits my pot. I think that's the route I'm gonna take with this one. And then for the tomato one, I'll try planting the whole little roll. I think this is just too much. So anyway, right, we're gonna roll with the punches here. So this is what it looks like, and you can, like, I can clearly see seeds in here. So I think I'm gonna be okay with just that bit. All right, so I've got my pot here. I get these pots off Amazon. I will make sure to link them down below if they're available. It's been hit or miss, but it's a 3-part system if you count the wicking string. So you have this outer pot, this little inner pot, and then this. So you can fill them up with water and they will self-water. And I really, really love that they fit these 18-ounce solo cups perfectly. So you can greenhouse it, it's self-watering, and you can just kind of leave it undisturbed to do its thing. And I've had pretty good luck with these guys, and I'm excited to try this out in here. So I guess I'm just gonna fill it up. I'll probably leave about a 1/2 inch of space, put this down in there, and then fill it up. I don't know, we're winging it here, guys. One thing I will say is these don't, like the soils doesn't get through the sides. Because I've seen some people like comment on like the product on Amazon, reviews and questions and stuff like that, asking like, oh, what kind of soil do you use to keep it from going through? I haven't had much of a problem. A little bit will get through, but nothing crazy. Alright, so I'm just gonna kind of gently pack this down like I did with the basil. Like this. I don't know, what do you guys think? And I'm just gonna plop this bad boy down in there. Beautiful, right? And cover it up. And then I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna water it. And I'm just gonna spray the top, and then I'm gonna use a jug to get the bottom full so that it can do its self-watering. I mean, this is it. This is pretty easy, right, guys? Hopefully it works. Can you imagine getting parsley out of this? This is going to be great. I'm always amazed at the new ways that they've found to get this stuff to grow. So, I don't know. With any luck, it will work. We're just reusing these jugs. This is just filtered well water. We have like a faucet filter, and we've just been refilling the jugs for planting. It is a little bit trickier to get these apart once this top piece is full because it is heavy. I'm just going to go ahead, add probably about 1 inch in there, just enough to get that little cotton string wet at the bottom. Knock all my dirt into the middle, and ta-da! So I did make, probably lost it now. Oh, here it is. So I made clothespins, just clothespin Sharpie with everybody's names on it for what is what. This one's a little bit tricky because you can't snap it on there, but I can just set it with it. And it is good to go. I did that for all my seedlings and just clip them on the containers, and it's super easy. And then I'll be able to move those out to the garden once we transplant. So with any luck, this will work. I don't know. I'm going to go ahead and knock these other ones out real fast. Alright, so I got all 3 of those potted and ready to go. The time was a little bit crumpled up, the roll of it was, and the paper was coming off. So I just went ahead and pulled it off anyway. I'm pretty sure this is the same kind of paper that they use for like seed paper, where you can sometimes buy it and it has like the seeds already placed and you just plant the paper and it degrades. Pretty sure that's what that is, but I just took it off anyway. Why not? So I will update later on on how these grew. And again, they did come from the Dollar Tree, so it was only $1 each. And if I'm able to get like a pot worth of growth off of just a piece this big out of the roll, these would be an incredible value. So I'm excited to see how much grows. What if nothing grows? I don't know. These are super strange to me. We have our first little sprouts. I'm nervous to take the top off just yet, but we've got, pardon my fingers, they're dirty from days of planting, but looks like we have a teeny tiny one there and a really tall one there in the dill. The other guys, they're so hard to see. So it looks like maybe, I don't know, I'll check back later. As they warm up throughout the day, a lot of this dew will fall down, or, you know, sometimes just gently tapping, but no, not today. But anyway, so these are the herb rockets, and that one is growing. So there had to have at least been one seed in that little piece that I cut off. I'm excited. All right, let's keep our eyes on these guys and see how they do. You guys, I just filmed that other piece yesterday. Look at all this dill. I feel so much better about my decision to just cut that little piece off and plant it in here. Can you imagine if I had put that whole roll in here? Oh my goodness. All right, so we're 12 days in. Nothing yet back there on the thyme. But for parsley, we've got a couple little sprouts coming through. And the dill is just still going bananas over here. These guys have been growing now for 19 days. The parsley and the dill have both come up really, really well. And I think today I'm going to go ahead and take their cups off and let them just be little free seedlings. But the thyme has not come up at all. So I'm going to go ahead, remove just a layer of soil, put a new piece down, and we will see if we can get this guy to sprout. Okay, so we're 19 days in on these guys again, and so we've got dill. This one looks a little bit fragile, so I'm kind of hoping as the soil kind of dries out just a smidge that these will firm up a little bit. And then this is parsley. This looks suspiciously not like parsley, so I'm not sure what that is. And then the thyme hadn't come up, so I just dug up its little thing here. Ignore the creaky floor. I don't see any growth on it. Oh, sorry, don't know where I am there. So, like, that looks like it, but it's not. It's just the way the camera's picking it up. So I'm just going to go ahead. I'm going to throw this in the compost because I think it's just fertilizer. So I redid it, and I put 2 pieces in there this time. I cut one this direction and one this direction, just to be sure that hopefully we get some seeds. I don't know. But these guys have grown really well. So I would recommend them. Go ahead and check your Dollar Tree. I was in, I think 2 days ago, and they had the tomato rockets still and some flower ones. So go ahead and check it out, because I would say these are 100% worth it. I would highly recommend that you do not follow the directions on here. So it says to just go ahead, plant it right in the soil, and carry on. Don't do that. Unroll it. I'm 95% sure that these are intended to be rolled out and planted in a row. as we've shown here. This was one little piece had that many seeds. If I had planted the entire thing, it would be bananas. So, and again, and then the one place I did plant the entire one was the tomatoes. I can link that video below, but they're having such a hard time coming up versus these guys that were planted the day after from loose seeds. So don't plant the entire thing. Just plant a little flat piece. It cuts super easy with scissors. Worst comes to worst, you gotta wait a couple days and then plant another one in case the piece that you planted didn't have very many seeds. But I would say don't plant the whole roll at once. That's a waste of seeds. And you're gonna end up with something crazy. Because I can only imagine, if this is from one little piece, yikes. So that would be my recommendation. Go grab them, go see if they have them. They're growing really well. So I'm excited. I mean, for $1 to think that I could do this probably, I don't know, 5, 6 times maybe. That's incredible. I'm super excited about it. So go grab those and let me know. Have you guys tried them? Have you tried anything else along these lines? Are you having better luck somehow? Let me know. I want to hear about your experience with these if you've tried them at all. Make sure that you subscribe to stay up to date on our gardening journey and see what these guys eventually turn into. And we will see you next time.